The river that bisects Tegucigalpa inundated some of the shanty towns along its banks, and many of the dispossessed relocated to the Montañita, which at the time was the site of the municipal garbage dump. The settlers claimed plots of land on its slopes, ridges, and hollows, and built whatever they could. They cut down trees, turned cliff sides into quarries, mixed dirt, water, and pine needles to create adobe, and supplemented their natural bounty with cloth, tarps, cardboard, sheet metal, and cinder blocks. Their ersatz shacks were connected by a network of paths and lanes that collectively resembled a crooked cat's cradle. Though outsiders derogatorily called this newborn barrio Rag City, the residents of Nueva Suyapa preferred that it be called its name. Over the ensuing decade, thousands of destitute campesinos came in from the countryside. The Montañita's spring water was salty and not potable, but since there was no other source, the pipes hadn't been installed yet, women lugged it home to drink and cook with anyway. Catching a ride to work in the morning required queuing up at the bus terminal much earlier than you needed to leave, and then, if you were lucky enough to squeeze aboard, praying as the dangerously overfilled jalopy crossed the unbanistered bridge out of the barrio. Some people scavenged the dump for food and materials, and all that exposed rubbish spawned infestations barrio-wide. It was intolerable, one resident recalled. Sometimes we couldn't even eat. Flies got into our food, in our drinks, clouds of flies everywhere. Nueva Suyapa was a shelter of last resort, exactly the sort of place Carlos would have been expected to end up in, when in 1990, a destitute campesino himself, he boarded a bus bound for Tegucigalpa. He was 20 and had never left the coastal lowlands before. He hadn't lined up a job or a place to sleep, and all he had on him was a round blue briefcase and a measly 300 lempiras.